Hello everybody and welcome back to Survival Challenge. So we're keeping the trough topped up with wheat overnight, and that is going to guarantee we have a good egg production. Okay, slow down time again, probably about 8:30. Make sure it's bright enough, and we'll tip again and make sure it's all good. Right, there we go. So that is probably the fence job done for today. Eventually we'll have to get a sprayer for the fence so we can actually spray these olive groves, but we're actually still focusing on making them bigger first of all. Anyway, thank you to everybody who basically gave some really good suggestions in the previous episode about which plot we should buy. Still, it didn't make it that much easier, amazingly, despite all the help, because there was like a 50-50 split between plot 32 and plot 33. So Chainsaw and me have been talking a few minutes ago, and we have decided that 32 is probably the best, just because 33 has got quite a few separate clumps of trees, whereas 32 has just got this big long one and that one there. We could take that one down very easily, and this one could open up a huge business opportunity in the future if we can get the money. We have discussed hopefully getting a tree harvester, but of course they're not cheap. We would absolutely love to have this, but when you put the processing head onto that, it is £292,000. There are other alternatives, of course, and that one's even bigger. But yeah, some kind of tree harvester would be fantastic. Oh, money. Chainsaw has just sold stuff. Okay, right, so like I said, we're going to get 32. The other suggestions were regarding this clump of trees in plot 22, and a lot of people said get rid of it. Well, we've decided that we'll probably just eat into it a bit and make this field a better shape. We might do the same on that side, and in the end we might get rid of it completely, but it's just going to be a long-term job, I think. We're not just going to go straight in and clear it, because it's going to take forever. So yeah, we will have a look over there, and I don't think there's any fields left to harvest. Oh, there is that one to drill though. We probably should drill that first of all. So if I get this Ford tractor attached to this drill over here, we can do that. And it'd be nice to think that a worker can do it. This is what's going to be very nice in FS25, because it looks like the worker system is massively improved, and we'll actually be able to say to a worker, please go and drill that field, and it should actually drill it without getting confused and missing bits and just giving up halfway through. In fact, if it gives up halfway through in this game, you're doing well. Okay, so we do have quite a bit of seed. I think we'll just put in something like oats, or maybe we should put something in for the chickens. They do take barley, don't they? Yeah, it's corn they don't take, because I know there were a lot of people saying, why didn't you give the corn to the chickens? And in this game, you can't feed them corn. You have to give them wheat, barley, and sorghum, I think. I think sorghum was the other one. Oh wow, that's hard work for some reason. Surprisingly difficult. Well, anyway, let's go around. Here we go. Here's the big tree island here. We'll certainly eat into that left-hand side to make it a bit more balanced, but the whole thing might go eventually. I think what we're trying to avoid is just having one massive field, because there's no character to it. It's boring. We want to have character, make it more interesting. Okay, so we have the Ford on a worker temporarily, most likely, because I'm just going to go and, well, we need to get the roller, but I'm going to go and see the plot which has just been purchased. Chainsaw has purchased 32, as we agreed, and he is over there doing the tree work. Obviously I want to get involved as well, but we are just doing this field. So yeah, anyway, there we go. It's Matthew Ferguson tractor. He's doing the trees. I still want to really expand the olive grove. Really want to. Oh, there's a few people. I don't know. Yeah, it was. There we go. The cultivator here. I said that we lost the cultivator, and a few people got a little confused. I think because they said that it was actually here, and I was blind. But no, this is the first cultivator which we had. It was a red one which we lost. We did lose the red one, and that's why I've got this in replacement. So yeah, thanks to those people who did point that out. But no, I wasn't just being blind. It is a different cultivator which I was referring to. Anyway, yeah, let's put this front loader on, because this field needs to be rolled as well, but we might be able to get a worker to do that too, because that would be really good, because really we want to be helping out the chainsaw. Working in the new plot is going to be much more fun than working in a field which we've worked in many times before. So we'll just try and keep an eye on things and make sure the worker is still moving. And the Ford tractor is a better tractor to pull those rolls, because it's amazingly quite heavy. It's really hard to pull it, even with the Valtra. It's quite slow. I found another gear in the Ford though, and I managed to get up to 11 miles per hour when drilling. I think before we were doing like 7 or 8, so nice improvement there. Hopefully the worker sticks in that higher gear. Right, so this is all going to look so much better once we have the olive grove going all the way across the end of this plot. But this is where we're breaking through into plot 32. And those trees, every tree you see there is ours. And although it looks beautiful, we will be cutting them down for money and for expanding the plot of land. And that would be perfect for the excavator or a tree harvester. The excavator with the harvester head. But for the time being, we can just put a crop in here, in this open area, and we'll probably eat into that plot over there as well. So, yeah, well, actually we do have these wild oats. Hard to say if they're actually worth harvesting. I suppose they are worth it. Yeah, I suppose they are. How is the Ford doing? Just check up on that first. So far so good, but I know for a fact we're going to have to leave off and, well, either correct its course or take over it completely. It would be good also to cut the grass in the new plot. We get silage from that. And we also want a new combine. So basically we want bigger and better at everything, so there's still so much to work towards. Okay, right. Not a job I like to do, just because of how boring it is. And if it doesn't really accumulate too much, I'm not going to do it. Oh, okay, the boundary line is there. I'm pretty sure those trees, well, one side of those trees are in 32. So you can really see the strange angle that this plot goes off in. Yep. Yeah, a decent amount of those trees are in 32. Okay, 11 litres, it doesn't really seem worth it. 17 litres. This is going to be life-changing money. Well, I'll get a few of them, but I can't see myself harvesting the entire plot. Well, we got, so far, 11%. 638 litres. Of course, that's not the entire plot, but it will do for now. So if you convert that to money, it's probably going to be, if we start at the best time, in the region of what, £600, £700, something like that. Okay, right, so I did see that the worker had stopped. Yes, typical. You see, this is what hopefully is going to change in 25, because this is poor. This is not good, the way it does this. Never been impressed with that. But what I've seen so far of the worker system in the presentation for 25 is very promising. It does look good. So we'll hope for the best that it really is that good. And I will be able to put it back on a worker for that side, hopefully, but I'll just do this side. Tidy things up. There we go, that's that side done, and now we'll put it back on track, and hopefully we can now start to do trees. Nice. Okay, and that will have to be rolled, of course, mustn't forget that. So into the Valtra tractor. I think this actually should be the next tractor to be replaced. Please do comment down below, should this be the tractor which gets replaced with the 7R, the John Deere 7R. I'll speak to Chainsaw about it as well, because it's, although, yeah, all tractors are shared, this is the one he's used more, so it's kind of more his than it is mine, if you want to look at it that way. But yeah, I do feel that this is the one which probably should go next. I think actually its gearbox lets it down a bit. The way it utilises the power. The Massey Ferguson is better in that way. It's a good tractor though, but we could always do with bigger and better. Right, so as you can see, Chainsaw has already loaded the trailer quite a bit. We'll continue, start bringing the money in, and it would be lovely to finish expanding the olive grove today. That'd be great. Hopefully we do have the money to do that. Maybe I should say, hopefully we will have the money to do that. The olive grove will be funded by trees. That's a big one. Yeah, with all those trees there, there's no way we could fell those and process them just with a hand chainsaw. So having a tree harvester would be lovely. I think actually that £200,000 one on the excavator, the Volvo excavator, would be ideal. Because the dedicated tree harvesters are, I think they're all at least 300,000. Probably like 350 and above. The other good thing about a tree harvester is it's going to give us the perfect length. We can basically select the length of cut. So yeah, we can get the optimum length. The length which is worth the most. Which I think is either 6 or 8 meters, I always forget. One of the two. That's a good load. A very good load. So Chainsaw's going to head off with that. I've just once again had the notification to say that this work has stopped. Ah, why have you stopped this time? It is going to stop soon because it's run out of seed and fertilizer. But really, yeah, it should be able to figure that out. So we are going to go and see this wood sell. A few people criticise me for going with Chainsaw to see it sell, but it's fun seeing it sell. So we'll do this until we see him getting closer, and then we'll go over there. It's amazing. I get comments about all sorts, mostly positive, some which just, yeah, they're not really needed. It doesn't really matter that I go and see them sell. I know it's more efficient to keep cutting trees, but it's not as fun. At the end of the day, these videos are supposed to be fun. That's why I'm playing. Right. So we can actually teleport to the sawmill. We don't need to take the tractor. But we should be able to get this field finished in no time. Although, yes, we might have to go back to the store to refill with seed and fertilizer. We've got loads and loads of seed and fertilizer over at the store. Just get up to the top. Do a quick spin round. And we'll teleport over there. Don't want to miss him. Right, there he is. Wonderful. Look at that. That is a good load. I'm hoping that is at least 20,000 plus the bonus. If it isn't, then... Wait, it better be close, because otherwise that's disappointing. 19. We'll allow 19. Oh, nice. So it is 20. 2739 plus almost 2,000. So we have 110. Wonderful. Right, I'm going to just finish off here. We will have to get the rolls going, like I said. Actually, we'll go to the store as well to refill with seed and fertilizer. It'd be nice if I can finish first, because then we can fill it up to the top for another field. But we'll just see how we go. It looks like we probably will make it, but who knows. Now I've seen the worker system in 25, the more frustrated I'm getting with the one in 22. Oh, right, okay, I'm going to leave it. Just going to leave it. And we'll continue over here. So Chainsaw has just pointed out that we do have the Volvo, it's actually the bigger one as well, in the sale, which is just pure coincidence, and the 7R, which makes it even more unbelievable. But we genuinely have not added these in. In fact, it would be stupid for us to add these in, because we can't afford both of them at the same time anyway, and this only lasts for a day, I think. So, yeah, it would be good to get one of these, but we can't. Well, actually, we can afford the 7R, but it's actually probably the Volvo, which would be better at this stage, because we have so many trees to go at, and we do currently have the Ford. So, yeah, maybe, totally unexpectedly, we're going to be able to buy the Volvo today. That would just be bizarre. But not only the Volvo, but the bigger one of the two, the one which is almost £300,000. So that would be just unbelievable. Actually, maybe it's over 300. I think with the harvester head it is over 300. Maybe even 400. I'm going to have to check that. I think it was getting on for £400,000. Of course, yes, it would be more than what it's showing, because it will come with the grapple as standard. The harvester head would be an optional extra, which is quite a lot, I seem to remember. Many thousands of pounds. But I can understand why. Those harvester heads are sophisticated pieces of machinery. Whoops. Well, that was fun. It's a new sport I've started. Tree hurling. Okay, I'll drop it on Chainsaw's head. Already making a big dent in this clump of trees. Obviously we can't go all the way through, because this actually goes into plot 33. I'm not too sure if we'll ever buy plot 33. But one thing we do know is we're not going to be expanding that field there. That's going to stay there, because it looks like there is a big bank of rock, there's a cliff. So you'd have to sort of funnel the field to a very narrow opening to get it into this area here. So yes, as you know, the rolls are working currently, I think, unless they've already stopped. We are filling the trailer once again which shouldn't really take too long with 2 of us doing it. And it looks like we are currently aiming to buy the Volvo tree harvester, which is just amazing. On this series as well, that's what's even more amazing. The series where we started off with next to nothing, we had 2 little Zeta tractors with 2 little trailers and a chainsaw, and that was it. And this has all been funded by clearing trees, basically, and then being able to cultivate plots of land. And then we've sold crops, and then of course we've got the productions as well. Oh, we've come so far. We have put so much effort into this series. And at this rate, I don't know, maybe we will never do another Survivor Challenge on 22. Maybe this is the one which is going to run all the way up until the release of 25. Let me know, is that what you'd like to see? Or do you think you'll be bored by this by the time November comes? That's what's so good about it though, we're just expanding all the time. We're getting different machines, trying out new things, getting different productions, and there's always something new to work towards. So it doesn't really get old. I know we do have to keep harvesting and cultivating and drilling the same fields, but that's just because we have to. There's no point in having those fields if we're just going to leave them empty. Anyway, yeah, we'll fill this trailer and we'll go from there. Okay, so we have here the next load. Hopefully another 20,000 plus the bonus. That would be nice. Not quite in. Okay, yes, 20,241. Ever so slightly less, plus 1939. So we have 132. We do still need quite a bit though to be able to afford the Volvo. The worker did an okay job here. It wasn't terrible. At least it kept going. Most of the time. It wasn't perfect, but yeah, the best we've seen. Okay, so I will do a little bit here to tidy up, and then I think we're going to have to head back to the forest. Yeah, the weird division between these two passes is because of how I set off the worker. But yeah, the field is mostly done. Final pass, and then that field is finished. Finally, it's taken a while. Although, yeah, see, I couldn't really have done it without the worker, because I really don't want to spend every episode just going up and down the field with a roll. So anyway, yeah, that's good. Looks like the canola is going to be ready in an episode or 2. That'll be more canola oil. Like I said, we'll probably take off those end trees next time so that we can make the field a bit more of an easier shape. Nice. Back to the yard with this, put it in the shed. So 132,000 is what we currently have. That's 161, but if we had the harvester head, it's another 32,000, so it's 193,523. That's a lot of money that we need to generate. Also, the 7R, if we wanted to go for the 350, which we probably would, which is 388 horsepower, that's 141. So these are good deals, but they're still... Well, the John Deere isn't out of reach. The Volvo more so. Oh yes, we have eggs. We have eggs. We must keep this mayonnaise production underway. Where am I going? Just keep spinning around in circles. Yes, look at this. A pallet and a half. That is significant. And I know that if we allowed these pallets to spawn and then we sold them at the sell point, we would make so much more money, but the money is silly. We don't want to do that. We don't want to ruin the series. The way that we're making the money currently is perfect, because it's still a challenge, and if it's all too easy, if we get paid £60,000 for a pallet of mayonnaise, the fun has gone, because there's literally nothing to work towards. It's just being given to us. So this is perfect. The money we make from auto sell is really good. It's not, well, it's really good money, but it's not stupid money. The money when you sell it at that gazebo is stupid money. Right, okay, so that's perfect. That's keeping the mayonnaise production going. Back to logging. I think we must have almost got this cleared. Well, chainsaw has almost got this cleared. Yeah, look at that. So we'll get these finished today, but I don't think these trees alone are going to be enough to be able to buy the Volvo, sadly. But I suppose we could get the 7R instead. Yeah, this load didn't stack too well. I think I must have put one in at an angle and then continued stacking on top of it, and it's just messed everything up. It's also made the centre of gravity way too high. So let's just get rid of it. Let's just go and sell it, and then we can do the final load nice and neatly. Okay, right, so hopefully that isn't the trigger. Yeah, good. So obviously nowhere near the 20, that was totally expected. It's just to empty it, but we're up to 148, not bad. Just had a thought, if we go across here, instead of going up past the silo, this should bring us directly to field 32. Let's go the back way. I appreciate we are crossing other people's land here, but, well, since you don't see any other farmers around, I think we can get away with it. I really hope that you can see other farmers in 25, at least on the road. Please, Giants, please. I know you're probably not listening. Anyway, right. Let's put this here. Still so many to load up, actually. I'm going to be sneaky. I'm going to keep the Massey Ferguson. I find it so much easier to drive than the Valtra. Well, I say easier to drive. I mean, it's more responsive. The Valtra's gearbox is so clunky. It takes forever to get it into the right gear, even though it's in auto. Okay, so we do have a full trailer load once again, a very well stacked one this time, so that's going to be good, I hope. Yeah, doing this without a rear weight on this tractor was not great. But what a clearing. All that in one episode, plus of course all the work in the other field, totally drilled and rolled. So, oh, and of course, yeah, I did do a little bit of combining, didn't I? I picked up those wild oats. So that makes all the difference. Anyway, I've got 2 logs here. Let's hope they stay in the grab. Let's take this shortcut. It is a very good shortcut, actually. No idea what we're going to get paid for these 2. Maybe 2,000? If I can find the trigger. No. Okay. Come on, trigger, where are you? Please. There you are. Oh, wow, that was rubbish. Oh, of course, it was the very tip of each tree, wasn't it? So it was not very much. But it was still extra. We're not going to get enough money, though, are we, for the Volvo? Well, I suppose we might have enough money to buy it, but not enough to put the harvester head on. This is an absolutely splendid load. That's got to be the most expensive. If that's not 21,000, I'll be disappointed. Okay, I'm disappointed. That was all the bigger parts of the tree as well, not the tops of the trees. Weird. Maybe we didn't stack as high. But we do have 173, which means we do have enough to buy it, but not enough to put the head on, because that's 193. But I think we probably should get it. Okay. Right, so we're left with 12,000. Yeah, of course, we're going to have to fund the head next time. All we have to do, though, is put it into the store there, and then we can, yeah, get it fitted. Wow. Next episode is going to be incredible. We're going to be clearing those trees, the big load of trees, with this. What an absolute beast. Wow. That is brilliant. Because when Chainsaw mentioned this to me before we started recording the episodes today, I was like, yeah, it would be amazing, but they're really expensive. And then it goes and appears in this sale. And even then I wouldn't have thought we'd be able to afford it. Technically we can't. But yeah, that's just amazing. We own a Volvo EC380DL. I don't know exactly the specifications of that, but it looks like a beast to me. What an amazing achievement. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. And until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.